Hare Krishna. With my prayers to Sri Radha Natavar, Jagannath Baladev Subharamai, Sudarshan Chakra and Gaur Nitai, I have been honored to be in front of you, and I have been asked to take up a class on Bhakti Yoga, and I landed in the US in the second week of this month, and since then I have been in the US. I have come over to Columbus. Columbus is cold outside, and for me it's a cultural shock. When it's like absolutely a different sort of environment, and the Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is like hot. Okay. But Bhakti Yoga is also warm. Yeah? So I was toying with the idea of what to speak. Then I thought, what best than Bhagavad Gita as it is. Why? Because this is the book that has brought me in this particular movement, and this book has sustained me all along. 20 years, and I'm still there. Then I thought of what sloka to take up for this particular session. I thought there are multiple slokas. I've been staying with His Grace Prema Sindhu Prabhu, and he has been talking about a lot of slokas which Srila Prabhupada has been quoting all along. And so many times slokas have been quoted. And those slokas are supposed to be memorized. Then I thought, let me select one sloka which is not supposed to be memorized. And let me read the purport and find out what is the depth that Srila Prabhupada is trying to offer us. So I selected sloka chapter 7, sloka number 17. Alright, I read that sloka, and I'll expect you to repeat. I'll read it very slowly so that each one of you can repeat. Right. Yeah? Sloka. Chapter 7, Sloka 17. Tesam. I will read one word by one word. You will repeat that word. Then I will read the entire sloka. So that, a sloka which has been spoken by Lord Sri Krishna himself. So obviously, if you utter that sloka, that means what are you trying to do? You are repeating what the Lord himself has spoken. And spoken for whom? Spoken for all of us. Yeah? So, Tesam Jnani Nitya Yukta Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate Priyo Hi Jnanino Arthyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priya Tesham Jnani Nitya Yukta Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate Priyo Hi Jnanino Arthyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priya Tesham Jnani Nitya Yukta Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate Priyo Hi Jnanino Arthyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priya Tesham Jnani Nitya Yukta Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate Priyo Hi Jnanino Arthyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priya Sanskrit word by word, I'll repeat the meanings. See, the beauty of this book is, Bhagavad Gita as it is, this is one book which has made Bhagavad Gita very easy, simple for us. In the language we understand. Many of you don't understand. Who all understand English? इनको इंग्लिश आता है नहीं आता है ऐसा कुछ है नहीं, इंग्लिश आता नहीं है, समझ में आता नहीं है या कम आता है. Translation will be required. Can somebody do translation? In whatever language?
I think most of us can follow English.
Huh? Sabko, everybody will be able to follow? No.
Yes.
मैं slowly बोलूँगा, कोई बात नहीं. Tesam, out of them, Jnani, one in full knowledge, Nitya Yukta, always engaged, Eka, only, Bhakti, in devotional service, Vishishyate, is special, Priya, very dear. He, certainly, Jnaninaha, to the person in knowledge, Atyartham, highly, Aham, I am, Saha, he, Cha, also, Mama, to me, Priya, dear. Srila Prabhupada has written a translation. We will read the translation, but I will read it little by little and you will repeat it. So this is Srila Prabhupada's translation. Of these, the one who is in full knowledge and who is always engaged in pure devotional service is the best. For I am very dear to him and he is dear to me. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Don't you feel this translation reveals so many points to us? Where Krishna says me, what do you think this me means? Me means Lord Sri Krishna himself. See how he's dancing out here. He himself. And he himself is saying that you become dear to me, very dear to me, just not dear, very dear to me. Correct? Yeah. See, when this particular translation starts with of these, then you have to understand, maybe there is a sloka before this which talks about few category of devotees, and of these, this is what Krishna is wanting to highlight. So the sloka before this I'll read. You do not have to repeat. Chaturvida vajante mam jana sukritino arjuna Arto artharthi, arto jiggasur artharthi, jnani cha varatarshava. O best among the Bharatas, 4 kinds of pious men begin to render devotional service unto me. Who are they? The distressed. Yeah? Quite a lot of us are distressed. Correct? Yeah. The desirer of wealth. None of us want wealth, no? Some house, maybe a car, maybe all that, correct? We do, don't we? We do. The inquisitive and he who is searching for knowledge of the Absolute. Don't you think Krishna is very kind? I am distressed and I have gone to him. And he is considering us to be dear to him. Yeah, he is kind. And then somebody who wants wealth, just imagine. All along we have been said, don't ask. But here we are. He is saying, if you are asking me also, you are dear to me. But why? Because you are asking me. Not he is saying that. Yeah? You liking this? Yeah. You know what Srila Prabhupada has done for us? He has revealed Lord Sri Krishna to us. very simply. He has made us know how Lord Sri Krishna is very dear and very near. That is what Srila Prabhupada has done for us. You think with Srila Prabhupada not having written this Bhagavad Gita as it is, you would have understood? You know what? When I got into the movement, and this was the book which I was yearning for, I wanted to understand Bhagavad Gita in a very simple form. Somebody could make me understand what is Bhagavad Gita. All these slokas never entered into my mind, forget about the heart. And here you are, Srila Prabhupada is very simply making us understand who Krishna is and what he wants, and how he wants us to be. Don't you think this is a wonderful sloka? Yeah? And don't you think all these slokas are actually making us understand what is Bhakti Yoga? Yes? Yeah. Very nice. See, now let us go to the purport. It's very important to read Srila Prabhupada's Bhakti Vedanta purports. Then you will understand how his purports are. There is a book called Nectar Drop of Nectar. Correct? In your house, I saw that book. Wonderful book. Each line of Srila Prabhupada you will see is a drop of nectar. Let us read that. Alright? I'll read it. Free from all contaminations of material desires, the distressed, the inquisitive, the penniless, and the seeker after supreme knowledge can all become pure devotees. Very, very strong statement, correct? And very, very positive statement, yes? But out of them, he who is in knowledge of the absolute truth and free from all material desires becomes a really pure devotee of the Lord. Yeah? And of the four orders, the devotee who is in full knowledge and is at the same time engaged in devotional service is, the Lord says, the best. By searching after knowledge, one realizes that his self is different from his material body, and when further advanced, he comes to the knowledge of impersonal Brahman and Paramatma. When one is fully purified, he realizes that his constitutional position is to be the eternal servant of Lord. So by association with pure devotees, the inquisitive, the distressed, the seeker after material amelioration, and the man in knowledge all become themselves pure. But in the preparatory stage, the man who is in full knowledge of the Supreme Lord and is at the same time executing devotional service is very dear to the Lord. He who is situated in pure knowledge of the transcendence of the Supreme Personality of God is so protected in devotional service that material contamination cannot touch him. See the beauty of this purport. The purport takes us from the stage where we are to the stage of where a pure devotee is. So, this morning I was actually again thinking, and when I was thinking, suddenly a realization came to me. There is this wonderful factor of 5 in Krishna consciousness. What is this factor of 5? Let us discuss this factor of 5. Now, when we talk about, see, we have been given a human body, yeah, and in spite of having a human body, there are various levels of consciousness that we have. Yeah? Now, among the various levels of consciousness, I broke it into 5 parts. How? 1, the demoniac types. 2, the ones who are karmis, putting in a lot of efforts. Yeah? Not attached to, not about at all. Huge amount of efforts. Then you would have seen a lot of people doing that. Correct? They are not demoniac, but karmis. Then you will find few people who are really wanting to, like they are inquiring and they want to find out, and so they are either jnanis or yogis. They want to find out. Yeah? Then comes few people who are trying to understand Lord Sri Krishna, because for some reason or the other they would have known that yes, maybe Lord Sri Krishna will be able to give us a lot of answers to all the issues that we have in our life. Yeah? So then so we call them devotees. Then Srila Prabhupada is pointing out about pure devotees. So these are my 5 layers. Now let us understand what are other elements within these 5 layers that we can analyze. Okay. All of us are attracted to, most of us rather, not all of us, except for the last layer, which is the pure devotee layer. We are all attracted to the 5 objects of nature. And which particular element is attracted to these 5 objects of nature? The senses. How many senses? 5 senses. Imagine a demoniac like you would have heard about this Samudra Manthan. Yes? Samudra Manthan, what happened? There was this Amrita which was supposed to come out of the ocean. Yeah? And that Amrit was given to whom first? The Devatas. And Devatas are who? Devatas are ones who are favorable to Nadavar. Asuras are who? Asuras are not favorable to Nadavar. What did the Asuras do? They snatched the Amrita, that container that had Amrita. Obviously, Krishna has his own way. He came in the form of Mohini Murti and all that. That story is there. But just imagine, what were the demoniac people attracted to? They were attracted to all the sense elements. Yeah? Then comes the karmi. Karmis are also interested in the sense organs. They are also interested in the objects of senses, objects of nature. What are the objects of nature? 5 of them. Roop, Ras, Gandh, Shabd and Tat, Sparsh. Alright? So we are actually, basically, what have we done? Our own life, if you analyze our life, we are basically running after these 5 objects of nature. This is what has happened to us. That's the reason why we are called what? Conditioned souls. We got conditioned. And you know what? Maya is very dangerous. Maya has 2 elements. One element is, it's called, there's a curtain. Curtain means you have forgotten not to worry. And second element is, you have been thrown. You have been thrown into what? Thrown into this ocean of objects of nature. These are the 2 elements of Maya. This is what has happened. Maya in English, we call it illusion. That is the state where we are in. So, okay. Now, let me relate a story which Srila Prabhupada related once. This is called liquid beauty. Alright. Liquid beauty you would have heard. There was this lady who was beautiful, and this person who came and wooed her, and she wanted her hand. And this lady understood that this man has ulterior motives. Then this lady said, "You come after 1 week." Yeah? Alright, very nice. I'll come after 1 week. Then I will say yes. During that entire week, she did not eat. Yeah? And she did not eat. She became extremely thin, and all the stool and all the urine and whatever she gathered in a particular bucket and kept it out there, and she became extremely, from a beautiful structure, she turned into a very ugly looking structure. After 1 week, this guy comes. Now she will say yes. Then he sees this girl and he says, where is the girl I wooed? He did not know that all this beauty is actually just what Srila Prabhupada is too much. He says skin disease. So this guy then, he immediately ran away from there. So that's where we are, all demoniac and the karmis. If you realize, we are also unfortunately fallen in that sort of a situation. Yeah? Then, let us talk about another story. Karmis. How do the karmis behave? Srila Prabhupada has all sorts of stories. And I have noted down those stories so that I would be able to relate to you. Alright. There was this guy working very hard. He has been amassing wealth. Then you know what happened? Then he became old. When he became old, Srila Prabhupada is saying that. Then he was about to die. Then somebody said that Yamraj will come. Then he said, okay, I have some wonderful method to make a Yamraj not come to me. He applied stool on his body. And he said, Yamraj will never come to me. Because Yamraj will feel this smell pungent. That's how the karmis are. We are amassing. Hurry, my family will take care of me. My wealth will take care of me. My house will take care of me. When I am old, then the friend circle that I have will take care of me. All like stool. It's like stool if we do not have total understanding that Krishna will take care of me. So that's like a karmi. Okay? Then let's go one step ahead. There was this boatman. He was waiting for his somebody to come in. Then there was a scholar, big time scholar. Srila Prabhupada is saying, scholar from Kolkata. Place I know. Alright? This scholar comes, he gets into the boat, he asks the boatman, and the boat is there in the water and it's blind. He asks the boatman, do you know what is the depth of this river? But I don't know depth, and what does the depth mean? Or do you know something about the stars and the sky? How does it matter to me? Then the scholar says, 25% of you have lost. 25% of your fortune you have lost. Then he says, do you know anything about geography? And geography, I only know about the river. I know about my boat, nothing else. Then the scholar says, 25% more you have lost out. So 50% you have lost out. Then suddenly it became dark. And there was a cloud cover, started raining, and the boats, there was huge amount of waves, the boat started swaying. The boatman asked this guy, do you know how to swim? Then the boatman, intelligent bugger, he says, you have lost 100%. You know that is what happens to the Jnanis and the Yogis. The Jnanis and the Yogis see that never see the negative side of any effort that people take. Even the Jnanis and the Yogis, Srila Prabhupada says, in the course of time, as it has been very rightly pointed out in the purport, will turn into pure devotees. Because slowly, they will also become distressed, they will come to Lord birth. They will become, they'll need to gather siddhis, or they'll need to gather wealth. they'll come to him. Finally, in the course of time, when they realize, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate. After a lot of births, they finally come to him. Yeah? They will. What has happened to us? Then there are devotees. What has happened to us? Maybe those Bahunam Janmanam has happened for us. Don't think Bahunam Janmanam has not happened for us. It has happened. 84. Srila Prabhupada keeps repeating this 84 lakh species. You know what are these species? These species happen to be even lizards, cockroaches. Those are also species, yeah. So you never know, yeah, these species you have come from. You have sailed through lot of species, animals, tigers, fish, whales. We marvel at all these Animal Planet and National Geography and all that. See all these animals and all. But we don't realize. Srila Prabhupada one day suddenly he mentioned, this man, big time man, who had been one of the most important persons in India, is become a dog in Sweden. Afterlife. Then imagine. You never know, a dog passes and he could be somebody great. Yeah? So better be careful. Not even to disturb dogs. They might be passing through a phase. Maybe later on, suddenly you will realize that they will also come out of that sleeping phase and get back on the rails. Yeah? Then, see, then comes a devotee. How does devotion start? Where does it start? It could be out of all these factors that Krishna has been talking of. Distress, inquisitiveness, or desire for wealth, all that, or seeking of knowledge. Yeah? So what are these? Nothing but faith. An extremely good example of faith is Sakshi Gopal. Now these two Brahmanas, they had been to Vrindavan. Now there was this old Brahmana and this young Brahmana. The young Brahmana took care of the old Brahmana. Yeah? And when the old Brahmana out there in front of Sakshi Gopal is a very, very well-respected deity in Vrindavan. He said, "You have served me so much, I want to serve you back." That's like a very good Brahmana culture, quality, to take as well as to give. Yeah? Now he said, "I will give my daughter to you in marriage." In front of Sakshi Gopal. You know what is the meaning of Sakshi? Sakshi means that I have given a promise and somebody is a witness. Sakshi means witness. You know who is our witness? Every activity that we do, who is our witness? Yeah? Anumanta? Before Anumanta? Upadrashta? Who is the Upadrashta? Upadrashta means witness. Who is the Upadrashta? Super soul. You know one thing? Every movement you make, every activity you do, he is watching you. We have very, very interesting songs in the US. I've been watching you. Who is watching you? Super soul. Krishna is watching you. So in front of Sakshi Gopal, this particular promise was made. Then they came back. When they came back, the old man, his family members took offense. This is not the way. You can't give our ghar ki ladki ko to any person outsider. So major ruckus happened and all. Then finally it was decided that this young Brahmana was continuously saying one thing, that you have given this promise in front of Sakshi Gopal. And Sakshi, who's witness? Sakshi is witness. Yeah? Sakshi Gopal is witness. They said, if you can bring Sakshi Gopal to our place, and then he accepts that this has, this particular promise has happened, then we will give our daughter in marriage to you. Here comes faith. And this is the faith that we cherish. If you are a devotee, please cherish this faith. He goes all the way to Vrindavan. There he calls up Sakshi Gopal, says, Sakshi Gopal, you have done this. You know this has happened. All that he related. Sakshi Gopal in his dream. Lord comes in your dream. Yes, anyone has experienced Lord coming in your dream? Or a spiritual master coming in your dream? They do. Yeah. So Lord comes in the dream and says, alright, I will go with you, but there is one condition. You will lead, I will go behind you, and you will not turn back. Yeah? So same thing happened. He was leading, and Sakshi Gopal. Gopal, do you know how Gopal looks like? What is his age? What can Gopal's age be? In Gokul, till what age do you think Lord Krishna, Kanhaiya Lal, till what age was he there in Gokul? How many of you have visited India and visited Vrindavan, visited Gokul? Doesn't matter. Don't have to raise hands. Gokul is one place where Krishna was taken from Mathura. Mathura, there was this jail from where Vasudev took little Krishna to Gokul first. In Gokul he was there for 2.5 years. 2 years and few months. Because you know when is Janmashtami? Where is Janmashtami? In the month of August. Yeah? And then in the month of October, November is this Damodar Leela, Kartik month. After Kartik month, Upananda, that is Nanda Maharaj's younger brother, he came out with this idea, let us leave this place and let us go to Vrindavan. So from Gokul they went to Vrindavan. So he was there only 2.5 years, maybe 2 years, 2 months. Can you imagine 2 years, 2 months? How old a child can be? Big child? A small child? A small child? And a child will have what? He will be wearing what? Ghungur or whatever? So this Sakshi Gopal is coming, the Ghunguru, with his Ghunguru. He's coming all the way. He's gone all the way from there to Puri. Then suddenly our man doesn't hear any sound. He said, what happened? Let me turn back. But if I turn back, he will not move out. Then what will happen? But he's not hearing any sound. Then he turns back. And there you are, Sakshi Gopal. He's standing there, and whatever you do, he's not moving. Sakshi Gopal is still there in Puri. If you go to Puri ever, Jagannath Puri, you will be able to go to Sakshi Gopal temple as well. Now that Sakshi Gopal, once the Sakshi Gopal temple was there, then they realized, yes, Sakshi Gopal is witness. So there you are, we have a witness. All of us have a witness. So all our chanting, all our sadhu sangha coming to the temple, all our going to dhams, all our Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, hearing, and all our deity worship. Just imagine what beautiful deity worship takes place out here. What wonderful Sringar dressing, Srila Prabhupada's dressing, wonderful. So all these lead to nothing but that. Nothing but somebody witnessing, slowly witnessing and purifying. Even this class that I am taking, thanks to all of you, I am grateful, is purifying. Because Srila Prabhupada, you know what? Srila Prabhupada used to say, open a particular verse, read it out to me. Srila Prabhupada has himself written Bhagavad Gita as it is, and he wants to read out the purport. Because when he was writing, you know where he was writing all these purports? That was in Vrindavan. There is a temple, Radha Damodar temple. In front of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad's Samadhi, he's got a room. Entire world, there is one room specially for Srila Prabhupada. And he was writing, and there he wrote Bhagavad Gita as it is. And he also wrote the Bhagavatam, first chapter, first canto, in 3 volumes. So when he came over to the US, when he hit Boston, he had a trunk, similar to this, maybe bigger, trunk. I remember I had a trunk in my hostel. Those days we used to carry trunks. Nowadays like you have 4 wheels and all that. So, trunk. And that trunk, what was there in that trunk? Maybe one pair of his dhoti and kurta and Radha Madhav, his Radha Madhav, he used to worship Radha Madhav. Maybe his kartal, and rest all his books which he had printed. Bhagavad Gita as it is and Bhagavatam, 3 volumes. First canto. And he went. He had 40 bucks, 40 rupees, Indian rupees, not US dollars. 40 Indian rupees. His son, he was there and he was telling us that when he went up the this particular Jaladut ship, when he went up the Jaladut ship, Srila Prabhupada gave him that 40 rupees. I will not need those 40 rupees. You take it. The son is saying, he gave me those 40 rupees. Now Srila Prabhupada is totally dependent on Lord Sri Krishna. So I have another story for him regarding pure devotees. Then you will be able to relate. This is Sri Rangam. Sri Rangam is in South India. There was this devotee who could not read. Then you will realize that it's very easy to be a devotee, pure devotee. He could not read, but he had Bhagavad Gita with him in his hands. And every day he used to open the Bhagavad Gita, open the Bhagavad Gita, he used to cry. But he could not read. And sometimes he would open it ultams with the wordings in the opposite direction. He did not know which was the right side and which was the wrong side. And other people would be making fun of him. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to South India, he visited South India, he came to Sri Rangam, he saw this devotee and he lifted him and he asked him, when you are reading Bhagavad Gita, anyway you are unable to read, this is what I have understood, but you are crying. Why are you crying? Then you know what he said? I can't believe this particular picture. I can't believe this Lord. This Lord is a Partha Sarathi. You know what's a Partha Sarathi? Out here I find everybody driving your own cars. Yeah, you are. Whether women or men, everybody is driving. All right. But in India we see this drivers, the so-called concept of drivers. So what Lord Sri Krishna was? He was a driver. You know, as a driver what he had to do? What all he had to do? See, as a driver, if Arjuna, what was Arjuna? Arjuna was an archer. So he had what? He had his bow in one hand. He had the arrows in another hand. Very nice. So if I have to turn right, what do I have to do? I'll have to tell. For example, what do we say? We tell the driver, turn right, correct? But here, Arjuna had to say all these mantras. Because those days you had to utter mantras before you release the arrow. Yeah? Correct? Now, so your both hands are engaged, the mouth is engaged. Then how do you indicate that you have to turn right? Tell me. Huh? Yeah, anyone? Yeah? use the feet. Can you imagine? Lord Sri Krishna, he is taking the feet of his pure devotee. A driver does many other functions. For example, he washes the car, correct? Lord Sri Krishna used to do that. He used to wash the entire chariot. He used to wash the horses. Then, what does the driver do? Driver brings the car next to the portico. Yeah? Lord Sri Krishna used to do that. Before Arjuna used to get up, the chariot would be in front of the tent. So that's our Lord. Believe in our Lord. Know our Lord more and more. Don't have to believe, but at least start knowing about Him. More and more you know about Him, more and more you will realize He is a very, very dear to us. That's all is the message of Srila Prabhupada. Yeah? So, in short, pure devotee is one who is fully attached, as Srila Prabhupada has rightly pointed out. And the beauty is, Krishna also relates the way you interact with him. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. We have a sloka, beautiful sloka. The way you relate to me, I relate to you. He does that. And you know what? In that, there is an element of 5 again. It's called Bhakti Rasa. So whenever there is Bhakti, there is service. Wherever there is service, there is enjoyment. Yeah? If you are serving somebody, then somebody likes it, correct? Yeah? So there is a Bhakti Rasa. Now we know Bhagavad Gita. Just imagine Bhagavad Gita as it is. Every word, every sentence, every line is pure. Because in the very, very beginning you find in the introduction itself about the 5 Bhakti Rasas. Yeah? The Santa Rasa, the Dasya Rasa. That would be another lecture altogether, another discourse altogether. So Bhakti Rasa. So 5. Now let me come to something very, very common for us. This time we had this engagement of my daughter Shrestha and Alec. You would know, all of you, most of you would know Alec. And this happened in Alachua temple. Wonderful temple. Beautiful. And the pujari who took this, it was a Vedic engagement. Lovely concept. First time even for us. Yeah? That Vedic engagement, you know what the pujari, I'm forgetting his name.
Chaturatma.
Chaturatma, His Grace Chaturatma Prabhu. You know, from Vedic slokas, you know what he said? He's given us a rate card. A 5-factor rate card. It starts with R, respect each other. A, appreciate each other. T, tolerate each other. E, encourage each other. And the card, C, care for Krishna. Keep Krishna in the center of your house. That's the way he has summarized this particular relationship, any relationship for that matter. So with this short discourse, I end out here. And any questions you have, you can raise. Any questions that come to your mind, please come out with questions. Maybe relevant to this topic. Otherwise, we'll say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sri Radha Natavar ki, Jagannath Baladev Subhadramay Sudarshan Chakra ki, Gaur Nitai ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Srila Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna.